Good afternoon, everyone. Time to wrap today up. We had ourselves a pretty good day in the E-mini. We caught the direction right off the bat, and our buy and sell levels were, especially the sell level, were correct. The buy area, we haven't quite gotten down there yet, but I think with a little patience, we still will. So it is summer trading for sure, with very, very limited opportunities. If you don't catch that first rotation lower, you've got yourself some problems. So right here, we really, I don't think you can count Friday's activity right here. We've got ourselves an inside day. And that usually means trading range, so we're going to call it a trading range with a lower bias until I really think this market has to retest the 55 to 60 area, where the breakout came from. And if the 55 to 60 area holds up right in here, this area right here, then I think we'll get new money into the market and take it higher. And again, it doesn't take a strong fundamental news to rally this market. In fact, the worse the news, the more likely it is to rally the way that it seems these days. So we're dealing with a very, very strong P. We've got a new move, a move out of the middle right here. And we're once again dealing with a fairly strong P here. So it's okay to sell failure to press higher. It's okay to get short when we break support. And if we don't break support, it's okay to trade from the long side. So longer term, this market is still pointed up, but we can trade from the short side when opportunities present themselves. We talked about it earlier on the F2 screen. Where did my sell recommendation come from this morning? And it wasn't too hard to make that. We have seasonals. The market likes to rally into 3-day weekends, holidays, the 4th of July especially so. They want people getting upset about their portfolio during the middle of the summer. So we came in, and you can see right here that we've got a B, and we definitely have a B today. This morning our sell was in the 74, 76 area, basically 75 plus or minus 1. And then it was in the 77.50 to 80 area. This was sell 2. So we got a fairly strong break in the market here in the 70, 72 area. If we were to awaken in the morning, we'd be trying to, and this is where we were beneath this level, we would be trying to sell 70, 72. So I'm going to make it a sell failure, 70, 72 for the overnight market. We'll have to take a look at it in the morning. Things are just dicey enough and unsettled enough with a lot of the players not trading that I want to have a shot to come back and take a look at this. Sell 2 will be 75 plus or minus 1 like it was this morning. I'm going to keep our buy 65, 67. I don't think we can break it overnight. And then buy 2, which is the trade I really do like, is to get long is in this 55 to 60 area. So we'll make buy 2, 60, 61. But it's, I imagine tomorrow we're going to see more of what we have seen today. Pretty quiet trading. Lots of pictures of people on the beach. Lots of pictures of people enjoying themselves. Okay, this morning we started out in the note, really seeing both sides of the market. Could sell failure to get through 8 to 12. Wanted to buy, especially against 124 even, but could buy 124, 04, so 5s. Didn't get close to it on the buy side. The low for the day session was 8. So this market was strong and traded strong all day long, albeit on very, very low volume and very, very little volatility. So this is the auction week. Tomorrow starts the 3-day auction. I doubt seriously if we sell in the morning. So tomorrow will be the favorite trade is going to be to buy into weakness. If the E-mini continues to sell later on this afternoon, we'll have to pay higher to even get into the market. So we have an outside day that usually means trading range during the auction week. The pattern this year has been 3-up auctions. So my guess is we're going to have a fairly strong 3-year auction, and then the 10-year and the 30-year will auction higher. Some tensions internationally. Another article out of China on the failure of the entities that make like bridge loans or gap loans that trade with the smaller Chinese manufacturers, and 90% of those people have gone out of business. It's just like option writing. You know, they get a 3% spread on the positive side, but it takes a lot of clients to make up for some of the losses. So right here on this one, we have an outside day. That is a trading range. We're going to follow a trading range with an up bias, more interested in the long side than the short side. Started out this morning, said could sell 7s to 11s. Really weren't too interested in getting short till we got to 11. We saw it as a trading range market. Market pretty much drifted higher from the get-go, from the opening bell. And that was another sign that the stock market was going to sell this morning. So we're definitely dealing with a P. We got ourselves a strong close. No reason to think that the market won't head up again tomorrow, especially with a 3-year auction. So the issue becomes, where can we buy it? So this is the breakout from the 9 to 10 area, which pretty good. And you can see right here we've got a 9.5 low in C period, a 10.5 low in K. So our buy is going to be 7 to 11. Let them get stops below 8. And then it's going to be 1 to 5. And then the sell is going to be, I really am not too interested in the sell, but we can make the sell 15 to 19, give ourselves a little room. And then 23 to 27. This is probably how we'll start it out tomorrow, too. Because it's auction week and the news is light, I just don't see much of the opportunity to be a seller. Best resistance is, the 16 to 20 area. Starts at 12, where the high volume number is. So the buy side 7 to 11, then 1 to 5. Okay, the ZB, we started out this morning. Now this knob spread, every auction period offers you a shot at a half point to a full point over the course of 3 to 5 trading days, depending on when you get involved. We say take a look at it that Friday afternoon, but definitely Monday morning for the auction week. And if you come in this morning, it opened at 11, got as high as 11:10 today. So that's a pretty quick 8:30 seconds. It's a good spread. It consistently works, and the dynamic that you're trading is that the dealers have to support the market to move the paper, and they do. They know it. We know it. The savvy players know it. Actually, a lot of institutions, the trading community knows it, but even a lot of institutions don't trade it. People are out there buying treasury paper and outrights. So definitely have a P. The market is pointed higher. We've got this breakout here from 16, and we've got resistance 24 to 28. So last rotate stopped at 26. So sell failure 26 to 28. And then the second sell will be going back up into this. Single prints, I don't think we can get there. 31 to 03 will be sell 2. I don't think we get there tonight, though, unless we get some big help from the E-mini this afternoon. Last rotate down in J and K period stopped at 19. So very, very aggressive buy, 17 to 21. and then 9 to 13. And obviously, we like our buy 2 better, but I think the market's strong enough. Probably don't get down there. Gold is pretty sleepy. A lot of the volatility is coming out of gold. We'll have sovereign debt problems. We'll have a bank get in trouble, or we'll have the world is in a turmoil right now. I mean, what part of the world is not stirred up? In the United States, we've got a self-created problem with all these people pouring into the United States now. I mean, one of the stories that was out over the weekend was that the ICE placed orders in January of this year for buses and ground transportation to move 60,000 illegal immigrants to cities all over the United States. And they have these people magically showing up in May or June. How does this happen? Somebody in the government was planning for this. So this is all done for a reason. So we have citizens being arrested, not wanting these people brought into the community. We have people, the medical community, with gag orders on them when they can't talk about the diseases these kids are bringing in. So, and other illegal immigrants. It's just, we're in a turmoil. We're in a mess too. We're not escaping any of it, and this is of our own doing here in the States. Okay, we've got this 20 area to 22, 23, 25, so a little higher. We have pretty strong extensions, so we'll make 22, 25, sell 1. 28 to 30, sell 2. On the buy side, we're at 19, so we're going to make, say, 15 plus or minus 1, buy 1. And then 10 plus or minus 2 by 2. But if we have all these kind of problems in the United States and people talking about our debt and everything else, my point is it's going to be pretty hard, I think, for gold to actually sell. With all this stuff going on with a heck of a lot of follow-through, and if you had to guess which side of the market it would is favored, where the surprise is, it would be to the buy side. Okay, crude is selling. The Iraqi export oil comes from the south, the southern part of the country. Kurdistan, I guess is what they're going to call it, or the Kurd area of Iraq. Exported through Turkey and got their first check for the export of oil of $93 million at the end of last week. So that supply seems to be assured. ISIS cannot take over the Kurds, nor could Iraq, but the Kurds, for a lot of the right reasons, decided to throw in with the Iraqi government. That's probably off now. So the breakup of Iraq, or until a new leader has come in, is more likely than it not breaking up. I still like to buy in this 103, 103.25 where we headed this morning. I do think we're headed for 102.50 this area right down here. So the second buy will be 102.50 plus or minus. So it is definitely a B. This first area is based on a retest. Our setup's coming on the sell side, 350 to 375, and then 104, 104 and a quarter, which is where we were this morning. So the three best calls we had today were the E-mini gold and crude. The worst call was the 10-year, and the euro took forever to get to a sell zone. Didn't get close. Euro is just dead today. No interest whatsoever, and hopefully London will stir things up overnight. Okay, Draghi likes to talk the euro down. He's successful usually for a day or two. I would say the biggest argument you could make for a short in the euro is their weak economy. And their interest rate differentials compared to everybody else. And that's what Draghi hopes too. He said with a negative interest rate to 15 basis points to a negative interest rate if you park funds, that ought to make the euro sell, but it hasn't. So what does the market know that Draghi doesn't know? What does the market know that conventional wisdom doesn't know? I don't have an answer. I like the fifth. And we'll open it up a little. We've got this, so we'll make 25 to 35, sell 1. 50 plus or minus 5, sell 2. On the buy side, we are so close to the buck, we'll make 90 to the buck, buy 1. Really don't like the long side of the market, at 65 to 75 for buy 2. And that's it for July the 7th, 2014. Outside of the financials, we had ourselves a pretty good day. The financials are really outside of the 30-year and the non-spread expansion. There wasn't a lot of opportunity in the notes, so worst things happen, missing a trade right there. I'll see y'all bright and early, 6:45 Central in the morning. In the interim, y'all have a great evening. We'll get after it tomorrow and try to shake that CME money tree one more time.